Hello everyone, my name is Widya Lisanda Hantuma, student number 4121811039, Department of Business Management, Study Program of Business Administration. Today, I'm going to explain you how to describe about process. Let's start. We begin to explain what point we will discuss. The first, definition of process. Second, definition of process according to expert. Third, step of flow process. Fourth, purpose of flow process chart. Fifth, commonly uses symbols. Sixth, example of flow process chart. Definition of process. Flow process chart is an important tool in conducting research studies manufacturing operation in a production system. Through this map, we can see all the steps or even a workpiece can take from enter the factory until finally it becomes a finished product. But complete product as well as from the complete product section. The map process can generally be defined as a graphic image that describes each operation that occurs in the process manufacturing. The simplest map process in the initial process. In this block diagram will be described the structure of the process must be passed in the work operation of making a type of product. The number of the process stage that must be passed will depend on whether the design is complex or not, products that have to be made. Definition of process according to expert. Operation process chart process map according to Win Josobroto 1995. Operation process map is a work map that tries to describe the working order by dividing the work into elements of the operation in detail. Understanding control chart, map control, and how to make it control chart or control map is one of the tools. QC 7 tools, 7 quality control tools in the form of graph, and used to monitor the stability of a process and study process change over time. Flowchart is a way of presenting us so in an operation process chart that is recorded is only the activity of operation and its action. Sometimes at the end of the operation is list storage activities. Example of operation process chart: assembly process chart, application according to Sutta Laksana 1979 is a map that describes the step of the assembly process that will be experienced by the component and its inspection from the beginning until the finished product. Step of flow process chart. Point 1. Understand the strategic objective of the organization. Is modeling a process embedded in a company value chain without understanding its strategic objective can be a serious mistake. To achieve the goal of increasing market share, for example, it could be the certain process stage are less important than if the organization had decided to reduce costs. And depending on the importance of each task, from the process of achieving the company goal and creating value for customer, it can be executed in the different ways with more or less controlled use of resource or even automation. Point 2. Discover how the process you intend to model falls into the chain of process. Is another important point. It's not possible to model process and create your flow chart correctly without paying attention to the inputs and outputs, information, and resource necessary for it and the process that depend on your deliverables to function properly. Therefore, before beginning the process mapping flowchart, clearly define the corporate context. A good tip is to create a top-level view of your process using a traditional value chain notation. Here is an example. People use flowchart to represent ideas in a graphical manner. Of flowchart make it easier to see how complex systems work. While they are often used with computer programming, they can be used in a wide range of fields. Flowchart use a system of symbols and text to present complex ideas. When systems have multiple parts that must work in concert with each other, understanding how parts relate to each other can be challenging. Flowchart also make it easy to explore different means of structuring these parts. Flowcharts are also popular in the business world. People dealing with logistics, for example, may use them to map manufacturing, selling, and shipping cycles. International trade and the internet have made business more complex, and flowcharts are common tool in the business world. Fortunately, flowcharts are relatively simple to understand, and knowing what different symbols mean can help students and new employees learn how to interpret business reports. To allow viewers to have a complete view of how the process will flow in a single image. Instead of spending time flipping page and looking for the next step, flowchart can help navigate to what step they are in and what's next for them to do. Commonly used symbols in detailed flowchart. Pick one step in the process. The step is written inside the box. Usually, only one arrow goes out of the box. Picture 2. Direction of flow from one step or decision to another. Picture 3. Decision based on a question. The question is written in the diamond. More than one arrow goes out of the diamond, each one showing the direction the process takes for a given answer to the question. Not often the answers are yes and no. Picture 4. Delay or wait. Picture 5. Link to another page or another flowchart. The same symbol on the other page indicate that the flow continues there. Picture 6. Input or output. Picture 7. Document. Picture 8. Alternate symbols for start and end point. Here is example of flowing process chart. That's all, and thank you for the explanation of the learning material about the process. Hopefully, it can be useful for all of us. See ya. Bye-bye.